What to say in a job interview if you want to close the deal instead of hoping they call you back?
Have you ever had to interview for a job, producer Ben?
I have.
Or were you always a
No,
award-winning
I have.
owner of the greatest podcast studio? Shout out to Podcast Junkies. Ben, you actually worked another job like the rest of us?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It sucks. Does it not suck waiting around for that call?
It's the worst.
The worst.
And you're like, why haven't they called me? I thought I killed it. They should have called me.
For sure, I killed it.
For sure.
I was expecting a call before I got to my car.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what you need to do. And we could spend an hour talking about this. Maybe we'll do a whole episode on this. Here's where people screw up. They go to job interviews and they talk the whole time in the interview about themselves, how awesome they are, their background, how qualified they are, and they don't spend any time at all talking about their understanding of that company, that organization, the capabilities that they need in that role. They don't ask them, hey, where's this company at in terms of revenue? By the way, companies are in business for money, right? Where are we at in terms of revenue? Where do you want to be? Figure all that out. Now, that's not the answer to what was it, Kevin? To Kevin's question?
Yep.
Because he's already had the interview, all right? So if you don't want to wait around, hopefully you've been more skillful. You talked about their current situation, the capabilities they need in the role. Here's what you need to do. Ask them, hey, does it make, I believe based on my understanding, based on our conversation, and you can still have this question, you can still have this conversation right now, is, hey, I wanted to just reach out to you. I've been feeling really great about everything, been thinking a lot about our interview, and based on my understanding from our conversation, I believe I've got all the capabilities needed to get in this role and to get you guys your goals ahead of schedule. I just wanted to make sure that you knew I want the job. So number one, let them know I want the job. Number two, I am totally confident that I can do the job, that I have all the capabilities that you need. And number three, does it make sense to put me in that role? Right? Just straight up ask them. It's so weird how we don't, back to the other questions, we don't ask for what we want in the life. Now when they say, no, got it, what's a good next step? We're going to interview some other candidates. Totally understand, right? What's a good next step for me, right? Well, we'll get back to you. Makes perfect sense. Hey, why don't we do this? It's Thursday today. I'll give you a buzz on Tuesday if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? Right? Take control of the situation. You should always, and this is something I teach in my sales coaching business, leave every conversation with a locked in next step. Give them the opportunity to make a decision on it. If they don't, give them the opportunity to tell you what the next step is. If you don't like that next step, you can still change it, right? We'll get back to you. Perfect. That's awesome. I'll call you Thursday if I haven't heard from you before then, or I'll call you Tuesday, or I'll call you tomorrow if I haven't heard from you before then. You're going to find that people are like, man, this guy wants the job. He's confident that he can do the job. He's actually asking for the job. Let's put him to the top of the pile here in the people that we're interviewing.
And that, it sounds like you've taken the initiative.
Yeah.
Because I think that listening and seeing, if I had 6 people and the one person that said, hey, if I don't hear back from you, I'll give you like that in my head is like,
Now, Ben, you own a thriving business, okay? I'm just going to ask you a question. Let's say somebody had the best resume ever. I worked for Shure Microphones. I did this. I helped build this studio for Pixar or whatever. Great. That's cool. That's hefty. But another person might be less qualified and go, Ben, I love it here. I understand the mission of what you're doing here with the studio. I believe I have every single capability you need in the next junior producer or whatever it is. I want to let you know you need to hear it from me. It goes without saying. I want this job, Ben. I can do this job. Does it make sense to give me the job? You're going to be like, Pixar person didn't even ask for it.
100%.
Right?
100%. And it also just shows that I could put my business in their hands because they are going to see how hard I've worked. This guy from Pixar, he's like, it's just another job, another cool, I already work for a high end, but if someone takes that initiative and they show the passion, the authenticity of being, hey, I am here for you. I want to show. That makes me feel. I now know that my business is in someone's hands that's going to take care of it like I would.
100,000%. But we both in dating and in our careers, Isn't it weird that we're so afraid to say what really needs to be said? And I'm telling you guys, if you can learn to skillfully ask what you believe to be an uncomfortable question, Ben, you don't think it's an uncomfortable question as the business owner. I don't think it would be an uncomfortable question, but the person interviewing feels like it's an uncomfortable question. And by the way, that's all in their head. It's garbage, right? Don't listen to that voice. Knock that devil off your shoulder. That's life. Life is asking those questions that you're afraid to ask in a skillful way. You'll get the job you want. You'll get the boyfriend or girlfriend you want. Eventually get the spouse you want. Everything is on the other side of you asking for it, right? And this is why people that win the frickin' Powerball, Ben, are broke a month later. You know, it's because it was handed to them. It was given to them. And they don't appreciate it. Darn it, guys. You have these job interviews and you're so emotional about this and you're laying around going, God, I really want that job. I hope they call me. Did you let them know that? Right? Did you let them know that? Because they have a decision to make and they want to go with the person that wants the job.